So we'll see what happens today. The worst thing that could happen today is probably can be a possible lot of chop because of being non-farm payroll tomorrow. So we just have to be aware that non-farm payrolls tomorrow. May have to go grab some. Dang it! I thought I brought some mint with me. I may go grab me some mint for my throat just in case. All right, give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, thank you for waiting. I had to go grab some mint. Like I said, been still kind of. Luckily, my throat doesn't hurt today, but I still have a little bit of a sinus issue going on there. It doesn't feel the greatest. All right, get everything finished setting up. I didn't really update my Manzini levels this morning. But I know 38's kind of the key this morning. If we have like a fail breakdown of 38, maybe back down to 25, 17, then recover. You can see we're kind of stuck in this nice range of what, about 30 points on the ES. Let's see here. I know a lot of times whenever we make this nice looking we make this nice little bull flag before the market opens, man, this thing just pops straight up at the opening. So we may do a Bewley funded this morning as one of the trade, not Bewley, but what do you want to call it? See if we can just pick up a quick 10 points this morning on the opening trade. I mean, to me, it's definitely looks like we're going to pop up this morning. I mean, everything right now is like, you kind of made your low. Here's your first pullback. Here's your second pullback. So didn't know if this would, we pulled back into a whole number. So definitely like the move up here. I just wish this was kind of happening right before the market opens instead of like what, instead of like 15, 20 minutes before the market opens. So not really sure what we're going to get. I'd like to see the next three candles just kind of stay in this range. Usually this is the best whenever it's our 15-minute candle that gives us the three candle pullback system with the 5 minutes. And this way you get like a nice little breakout flag here. Man, almost. Let's see. We also have a pivot that we're watching. So definitely if we can stay printed above the 309s, we will, that's kind of like another bull bear line that we're watching, and we can get that marked out real quick so we don't forget about it. So, and we ran the 4-hour low already. So previous 4-hour candle. The worst case scenario, which it looks like it already kind of didn't quite get the 50% pullback. So this looks more like a 40% pullback of this 4-hour candle. So hopefully we can just kind of rerun back up to the previous day low this morning. And the only resistance on the way back up is probably going to be at the 50s at the current 50% move of the day. You can see that's kind of going to be at the bottom of the next 4-hour candle. And plus you can kind of see that here. So more likely that's where you want to probably push up, reverse, or pull back. Then if we push through that, your next level up is probably going to be your pivot, not pivot, but your VWAP for anybody that uses the VWAP. I've never really used a VWAP in the past. The only reason why I mainly have it on there now, because I know there's like several people in my lobby that uses the VWAP. You're saying space stock is prime today? Yeah, I heard about that. I wonder how much that's going to be much of a market mover later down the road. Kind of like Nvidia does. Is SpaceX going to be like the next big market mover? I guess only time will tell. All right. Let's check news. I don't think we have any news this morning. The only thing that worries me, sometimes before non-farm payroll Friday, we do get a little bit of choppy mess. So, and the fact that we've had what 400 points, excuse me, sorry about that. 400 points of movement overnight. A lot of times the Asia market will, I'm not Asia market, the New York session will kind of suck the next day. All right. So we already had the news at 7:30, so that was initial job claims. So it doesn't look like we really have anything else the rest of the morning. Like I said, the only thing you have to really worry about if it's just going to be choppy because of the big move overnight and tomorrow being non-farm payroll. So I think that's going to be the kind of the key this morning. So I'm glad we kind of got a little bit away from the all-time highs though. I wouldn't even, I'd be okay even if we sold back down to 30,000. I mean, that's only a few hundred points. So. Hmm. All right, so we're about to have our 15-minute opening candle, which is it's kind of small, smaller than usual for our 15-minute opening candle. What is that? 17 to what? 288. So, well, actually, no, it's right at 30 points. That's a good size for a 15-minute candle this morning. So, that means you only got to risk, what is that? 8 points. Let's see. 17. So about 15 points this morning on that opening range. So may set that up for that just so that it's not as big this morning. So we might be able to Only have a 15-point stop loss. And look for $100 this morning on our account. So that would only be risking 150. So we may do that this morning. The downsides, I'm not really sure how I feel about the move to the downside, but I really like the move to the upside for 20 points. We're going to set up both of them. You can also look at the Rico candles, so definitely looking very bullish this morning. Unfortunately, we got 15 minutes, so this is a lot of time for us to hang out in this area. So I don't know how well that's going to work for us to hang out for the next 15 minutes in this spot. I'll be right back. Ugh. Sorry about that. All right. So we're going to up the size a little bit this morning on those accounts. So I think we're going to do the for this one. No full port in there, Crash. We're only going to be risking $150. And that's on the opening range breakout this morning. Which I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to stay inside this 15-minute candle for this long. I mean, we would have to stay in this candle for another 10 minutes. And there's just no way. I could be wrong, but man, I just really liking the pop to the upside this morning. I would only ever full port a eval. I would never do my funded accounts that way. Unless you're just playing that game, I guess, of full porting. But I don't usually do any kind of full porting if I can't help it. Only evals would I ever over leverage. I know. I'm thinking this thing's probably going to pop pre-market and we're not going to be able to grab it. Man. You have to give them what they want. Watch we end up getting our 10 points on this pop right here. You only got to get to 27. Dirty, 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 guys. Look at it already kind of breaking out. That's already your 10 points right there. Yeah, well, I knew this crap wasn't going to hold, man. We just had too much time left. So that's kind of what you're looking for on your 15-minute breakout, but you're kind of hoping it happens at the opening. I mean, it was just once we created that little bear, that bull flag, like right there at what before that 15-minute candle printed. So now you would have to hope that this thing will pull back into that range, but I don't know if we will. Mm. See, I don't know if it'll get back into there. Ah, so sad. Oh my goodness. Pull back down to the 300, then rip back up. That's what we want to see. Right off to the top of that 15-minute candle too. So that sucks. We may not get our freaking opening trade this morning. I'll give it a whirl still, but that trade is strictly a mechanical type trade. So what that is you don't, it's strictly mechanical. You don't enter, you just pretty much place your orders at the top from the 9 o'clock to 9:15 minute candle, and you're just looking for a quick 10-point breakout. And usually you want the 15-minute candle to be under about 40 points. So this is a really good size for that 15-minute candle. And you're only got to risk 15 points on this trade. It's still a little bit of a negative RR, but most of the time 10 points at the opening is so quick that it's just like instant 10 points most days. The only time you really stay away from it is whenever it's pretty much whenever it's like a massive candle. I'm talking about like 100 points. So usually you stay away from those. Mm-hmm. We still got 8 minutes left, so still plenty of time. I don't know if we can get lucky enough to try to drop this. Like I said, your order has to be around 17 to 20 as far as the drop level goes. But I have been known to drop it up here right above this, and then we can use that pivot as kind of our stop loss. We do have a pivot that I like to trade off of sitting at 13. So you can see we wick right back into that pivot right there at 12 and 13. So we do have a Fibonacci pivot right there. So, and a lot of times whenever we print outside this, so it just goes straight up here at the opening. Hmm. I don't know. We still may take this with a 15-point stop loss. Remember, guys, we have no more news the rest of the day. But tomorrow is non-farm payroll. So a lot of times the day before non-farm payroll is usually kind of choppy. And plus that the fact that we had 500 points worth of movement overnight. All right, 5 more minutes. See, this is another candle that I like to long off during the daytime, where you get this nice bullish candle and or short, whatever, but you get this nice bullish candle where this next candle is kind of like a consolidation candle, where it's like a small body, big wicks. A lot of times that next candle is a breakout candle. And this is on the 5 minutes. Now I will not. I don't know if I will take a short here, even though it's supposed to be a mechanical trade. The shorts, there's just so many wicks there. I'm not even going to mess with the shorts here. Even if it works or not, we'll have to sit there and watch the shorts. I'm staying away from the shorts. It's just where you trade just from day to day. You been why been? That means you enter and you're out of it within minutes to that day. Where if you're a swing trader, you're holding trades for days. I don't usually ever recommend trading to anybody. I think that's a your own preference choice, whatever kind of research you would put into it and see if it's for yourself, because it's not for everybody. Because at the end of the day, it does cost money to trade, like to probably invest quite a bit of money in the beginning. Because most people are going to fail in the very beginning. It usually takes 3 years or more just to even get comfortable trading every day for most people. I mean, it took me almost 3 years to really get comfortable where I'm not really affected by too much whatever happens. Like I said, I will not take the short here. I mean, even though I know it's a mechanical trade, I don't like the fact that there's so many wicks down here. You're thinking maybe just a coin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every day's a coin flip on the opening there, Crash Man. I just know I don't like taking trades into all the wicks, even though it could sell all the way down to rerun these last. This looks like a nice little bear flag here, or yeah, bear flag here, but I just won't touch it. So hopefully today's not super trappy, guys. Got about a minute 40, minute 40 seconds left. Remember, this is a day before non-farm payroll, so it could be choppy today. So Like I said, I don't like the move to the downside, so I'm going to stay away from that one. Even if it works, I'm going to stay away from it. I'm only going to play the top side. Ten seconds left. So straight mechanical trade here. All right, you're at the bottom of the hourly candle here, and that's there at 23. What's up, man? Oh, you can see the entire chart. What do you mean, like, see the entire chart? They don't show the entire charts? Now, that should be your actual short. Oh, yeah, like TikTok, yeah. You can do a full screen on TikTok, but I don't do it. So that should have been your short entry there. But it happened so fast, it would have been tough to grab that. Yeah, so this would be your short entry here. But I'm not touching the shorts. Remember, this is just straight mechanical. So it could just be an instant loss. Yeah, hesitated there. Got it. Woo. Woo. Got my 10 points. Oh, I still didn't make up. Oh, with fees, I hit it 95. I was hoping to get another $100 on that Bewley. I mean, my freaking elusive. Oh, come on. They took $5 in fees, so I think I'm only going to get credit for 95. I'm glad we waited for the long. All right. So that pushed the 25K up to 422. Nice. Now we do have a pivot sitting there at 13. Man, I almost wish I'd have took that pivot bounce. But let me make sure. Yeah, we bounced right off that pivot at 309 is where that pivot's at. There's 50% of that candle. A lot of times, if that holds, we may move back up, but who knows? A lot of times, this is where I get trapped out on the second candle. If you ever notice that, anytime I ever try to take a trade on this second 5-minute candle, I get smashed. So let's wait for that third candle to pop off. Still a lot of time left on this 5-minute candle. You still got about 3 minutes left. So, plenty of time. K size, that's just a strictly mechanical 10-point trade. That's all that is. It's looking for 10 points. Nothing more. Like I said, I'm not going to touch this second candle. All my losses always, if I take a trade on this second candle, this always happens where we get this type of price action most days. So it's just best to sit on your hands and wait. You got a minute 30 seconds left. I'd like to see this next candle kind of push down, find resistance around the 25s or 20s, then pop off. Then maybe we can look for the long. Yeah, that first trade that we took a while ago, that was strictly kind of mechanical type trade. The only thing that I didn't do is I did not take the short. Even though the short did pay, I just did not take the short. I just didn't like the fact that we had all these wicks down in here, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so we just stayed away from it. As long as we stay above 309 and above this opening 15-minute candle, we're looking for longs. All right. Who's going to win this side here? Is that going to hold here? Really didn't want to see this break the bottom of this candle. Mm. The shorts, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not saying they won't work. I'm just not a big fan of all this consolidation here. That's the only thing I hate. I don't feel like jumping into a trade that we're just going to struggle just getting through that price action. I mean, eval trade, I probably wouldn't mind trying it, but not my funded trade. Oof. Nice. It's trying to push. My short line is probably 20. Remember, tomorrow's not for payroll. Don't get chopped up today. For me to be short bias, we would need to be under like the 40s and the 20s. So I'd like to see us under the 20 to be short bias here, or even 39. Because the ES could easily have a nice pullback all the way back down to 38 to 25. That's been kind of resistance for the ES, that 38 level. And we're at 49, so it's about 10 points to the downside. Mark out that 39 level. All right, let's see if we can stay under 39 here. Hmm. I was hoping for a 39 retest here. First 90 hit. The line and the keys gonna be actually 40 here. I just don't know if we can risk that much. Oh no. May get fucking hey man, my whatchamacallit popped in there. Okay. Eh. All right. Runner got stopped out instantly on that shit. Like I said, 30 below 39 is the key here. You don't want to well, it should reclaim. Yeah. We got to get back below 39 for shorts. Dude, that was like instant. Uh-oh. I thought I accidentally hit the sell button. That sucks. I was hoping we would be able to hold on to a runner there. So we only got like 30 bucks off that last trade since our runner got stopped out. Dude, the ES is freaking pumping right now. The ES just went from like 44 all the way up like 10 points instantly. Oof. So guys, on most of my funded trades, we go in with 3 micros because we don't go in super over leverage. We're looking for 10 points. And I didn't realize that my one thing went to break even that fast, which I guess I'm kind of glad it did, but We're on the 5 minute time frame, but we're watching the hourly. These are the hourly candles here, and this is the 4 hour candles, and these are the 15 minute candles. So it has a little bit of everything as far as the time frame goes, but all my trades are taken on the 5 minute time frame. Hmm. At 39 is the key level, along with the 20 here. Come on. That was like an instant 10 points. Runner may get stopped out again, guys. Yeah. Fuck. My runners are just getting smashed today. See, the ES looks like it's still trying to push here, man. So I've gotten really not a lot of profit because I keep getting stopped out on my runners. So we were only up like $30 on these last two trades. I was kind of worried about if we were going to be choppy today, being non-farm payroll tomorrow. So it may just be one of these deals where we just look for 10 points and not try for the runners because I've gotten 10 points on every trade, but my runners have gotten stopped out and it takes up most of my profit. It may not even be a good funded trade day today. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle here. For shorts, you got to lose the 39 and the 20. Maybe. Still struggling to lose those 39s. You can see we kind of keep finding resistance here at the 20 to 39. You can see we keep bouncing off our 20. It's that 20 level that you have to break through. What's up, Kelly? How are you doing? Very choppy morning so far. Um, I could easily be very red right now, but luckily we're hitting our 10 points at least. But every runner has been either break even or we lost our profit from still being in the very tough price action this morning. I even mentioned that a little bit before the market started that it could be a very choppy day. Tomorrow is non-farm payroll. A lot of times it's probably not even best to trade the day before non-farm payroll. Price action don't get any better. We may just switch over to our evals. I've taken a few trades. We've taken 3 trades so far. We've taken uh, one short, one long, and a mechanical trade from this morning. But they've only been paying about 10 to 15 points and they get stopped out. Yeah, it's probably a good day to set out on your funded accounts. I mean, I will trade a little bit more like aggressive on evals during choppy mess, but fundeds, I'm very skeptical. I mean, the ES looks good, man. It's just the NASDAQ just can't get moving. Just trapping people on both sides. We're on the MNQ, which is the micros for Nasdaq. It's probably gonna go so fast when it does pop that we're just gonna have to sit here and watch. Hmm. We ain't asking for much here. Just 10 points and a runner. If we can lose the freaking 39s and 40s, 20s, man, we should get a sell. Hmm. It's just funny to. We've been bouncing so much at this 20 level, man. It's so hard to even consider shorting us at the 20. Like I want to, but I just know this crap could just come flying back up. Ooh, we're losing it. Oh yeah, it's being evil this morning, guys. Evil. Can we finally print below the 20s here? Hmm. If we can get a little wick on this next candle here. Come on, push back up and wick. I want to jump in, but I just know if I jump in, it's probably going to come back up. Come on. Damn it, I knew I jumped in too effing late here because this thing could come all the way back up to 220. All right, I'm at the shit. Damn it. If we push back up and touch the 320 and hold, I'll re-enter this. So unfortunately, I couldn't get my runner moved in time. So mm. Runner got stopped out. Okay, that's gonna have to be my last trade of the day on this funded because I didn't try this 3 times to get this short. Well, not this particular short, but it's probably gonna go without me because I didn't want to risk. I didn't want to risk whatever profit we got. So it's just chopping back and forth with massive wicks. So we're only going to end up with $50 on that account because every single runner got stopped out. All right, we're going to switch over to eval. Chop it, chop, chop. You got 50 points from 275 to 25. Nice. Like I said, we're switching over to an eval account. Trade should work out now. We're not on a funded, so all the trades should work. Let's see if we break those 40s again. My bull bear line is this 20 to 40. You gotta see 40s hold up. All right, we're switching over to eval only, guys. So $75 is your next target. If you can't get through 75, it's coming back down. Like I said, 75 is your line there that you got to get through. If you can't get through 79, it's coming back. We're at that level. So this is where it could get stuck, guys. I'm going to get as close as break even as I possibly can. Just a few points. This way, if this thing comes yanking back down. This right here is what's getting people today. This is why every entry I've entered is always around like hold numbers and support and resistance. So here you would want to see what 39 hold back up. So 39 is your safe target, but it's been one of these days. The NQ is being so dirty today, guys. Crash, how heavy did you go in on your 50 points? $375, we should at least make it up to 300. The safe entry for longs would be back above 309. Hmm. Man, I want to take a long day, but man, I just know I don't know if we'll get through that 309 here. You got to get through 309 and 3010 here. I feel like you could have got your 10 points there, another 10 points, but it'll be the same scenario where my runner would just get stopped out. This is why we stayed away from this candle here. Wait, how'd you lose 400 trying to lose 100? What? What'd you do? Make too much money on a trade? Man, that sucks that making too much money, you got to try to lose some. So this is why I didn't take this trade. I wanted to take this, but the fact that I just didn't know if we would get the follow through. And every single trade, the follow through has been horrible. We're on micros on the NQ. So let's see here. Are we going to get through the 09s here? That's our next pivot there, those 09s. Look at the rejection. Hard off that pivot, guys. The follow through sucks today, guys. Today is a 10, 15 point trading day. This is what this has turned into. At least for myself, it has. Making too much money. We haven't made a lot today, man. I mean, we're green everywhere, but not very much profit. 13, I don't forgot where that was from. I think that's a sim account that we were messing on with last night. Yeah, that was a sim account. So we only made 22 bucks, 95. That was the one funded account and 50. So both of my elusive funded accounts are sitting at 420 right now. So we're about what's that, about 680 away from that $1,000 mark. So hopefully in the next week or so we can get there. All right. Yeah, this thing's being dirty today, Nick. Like I said, guys, we're not gonna be probably trading no more fundeds the rest of the morning. We're just so choppy and these wicks are just so massive that we're just not getting follow through. So we're just gonna trade our other elusive eval and try to hopefully work on getting to our third funded account with elusive. So we gave it a whirl, looking for a few breakouts this morning, but like I said, no real breakouts. And you know, if you miss these big candles, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. You know, so hold, push, push, get above that 309. Yeah, nothing's holding today, man. You know, I had that feeling before we started trading today. It's like this could be a very tough trading day because of non-farm payroll tomorrow. You know how it is the day before non-farm payroll. So, oh my goodness. Push. So what happened when you were trying to lose 100 that you lost a 400? Did you not have your stop losses set to automatically $100? My bull bear line is going to be the '09s here, guys. Oh, you got wicked out. You can see rejected at that '09s again. That is a pivot sitting at '09. You'd almost want to see a clean print above this '09 and use that '09 as your support for a cheap trade. So get a cheap trade out of this for eval trade. This is eval only. I know we're heading into the pivot. That's my only worry here. '09 is my line in the sand. So we were trying to get the cheapest trade as possible here. And I may even add into this just being an eval. Let me do it right here just in case we get wigged out. Remember, '09 is my line in the sand here. Remember, we have not got good follow through all day, so anything is possible here. And this thing could come all the way back down to 85. Remember, '09 is the line in the sand. We're just in this 3 micros. This is an eval. That was a '09 retest. Now it's going to be a little worrisome if we can't hit our 10 points here. There we go. Shit. '09 held. Now, for the longs to really take off, you're going to need the ES to break above 75. I almost want to go to break even. If it comes back and stops me out, we can re-enter if it pulls back into those lower 300s again. Or either that or we can try entering maybe one more contract back down at 309, 300s here. If it comes back and hits those levels. um, you took some crazy eval. Oh, goodness. We could come back and pop that '09 level again. Let's see. Hmm. Remember, realistically, '09 is your line in the sand. Your EMAs are all the way back down at 87 here, man. So it's easily could come all the way back down here to bring up our EMAs. So we can either close it here, re-enter if we lose to '09. We're just in one micro at the moment. All right. Now I don't know how many times this '09 is going to hold up, guys. It already hit it probably 2 and 3 times. So I don't know how many holds you're going to get at that 309. So most of the time, if you hit it a third time, it's coming through. So yeah, it's trying to get through there. Like I said, I'm only holding this because we're just in one micro. So I almost want to re-add here. Like I said, just in one micro here. Like I said, we're just in this for one micro at the moment. Did you long off the 309? The 309 is really the key here. We just got to have 309 hold. Where was your long at, Nick? This is my leftover runner on an eval. I got long a while ago when we popped 25 after this new printed candle. Oh, no trade. I don't know if I'd long up here around your thing. I think if I was going to try long, it probably would have been off of the '09 while ago. But I don't know. I mean, we're still struggling to move up, man. We just cannot fucking no follow through at all today. And this is an eval. We're only up, let's see, I think $70 at the moment. So we got about $70 in profit that we can play with so far. So we don't want to get too over leveraged. If we lose a... I don't know how well that '09 is now, dude. We done hit that thing like 4 times already, 4 or 5 times. So that '09 took a beating. Mm. That 90 area is going to be my last kind of line of defense with these EMA moving averages here. For it to be officially a long, you need to get back above 370. If you can't get back above 370, it's going to be a struggle. You need to lose 370. I was hoping we could get one more add in, but you can see we missed our add in. I was trying for the 90 add in right off our EMAs to kind of get a little better average on this, but did not get it. I don't know if we get one more push down there or not. I was trying to add in right on top of the moving averages. Man, the morning's just going by fast. It's already 10:40. I feel like we've been just stuck here chopping all morning long. The non-form day before non-form payroll is just not letting us down, is it, guys? Ah, dang it. Freaking, I swear, man. I'm not even gonna start TikTok. Man. It's like I have to like keep my eye on my TikTok thing all the time because that crap just closes. Close, close, close. Did you get back in, Nick? Bull flag. Give us the bull flag break. The ES looked like it built a little bull flag here. Come on, ES. Bull flag. Just watching. Uh, for like I said, for the official longs, man, you got to get through the 75s on the ES. This still could come back. There is no wick on that 5 minute candle, so just be aware of that. Push. Look at this crap. Like I said, there was no wick on this 5 minute candle, so um, I still may do an add in at 90 if we come back down there and touch the. So, oh goodness. All right, let's see if we get a wick put on that thing. Yeah, dude. Anytime you see a no wick on your 5 minute candle, most of the time it's going to come back. Like I said, today is your take your 10 points and get out. All right, there we go. Look at it. It put a wick on there. Let's see if we can touch these EMAs here. Oh, goodness. You hate when it goes green to red. Yeah. Dude, this is so hard price action. I'd hate to be in my funded trades on this crap, man. This stuff is just it's just nasty price action today, guys. Nasty. This thing is just not being nice today. If I start losing that 80 area, we'll probably just close this. Hmm. Ugh. This might add in a gun. I'm hoping so, man. It's like, holy goodness. No. Yeah, ES has got to get through the 75s here, guys. If ES gets stuck at that resistance area, this shit's coming back down hard. Uh, here's that. Here's all that resistance here on the ES between 74 and 75. That is probably the buy zone for the Mr. Adam there. Yeah, that's one of his buy zones from earlier this week. What's up, iTrades? How are you doing today? It has been a very uneventful day today. It's been very tough. A lot of choppy price action. No good follow through. Every trade's going like 10, 15 points, then got stopped out break even, or I lost little money on the runners, or it's just been a very tough day. I'm still green on every account. It's just been tough. But we haven't made hardly no profit on any of our accounts today. Everything is super small green. It's still all green, but it's super small. The only thing that I really cared about being green on was these two accounts. Those were the elusive evals. I mean, funded accounts. So, a little bit. Hopefully, next week or so that we can finally get those to those elusive payouts. We never had a elusive payout. Oh, yeah, we rejected up here. All right. See if I can get a few more. Keep my negative drawdown here. Get another 40 bucks there. Got our average down to 97 here. Hmm. Hmm. Ugh. We got our average down to 97. This way, we're only in it for one micro now for 10 points. So we lose those. We lose this 20 area. It's probably downtown. Just broke over the 100 bucks on the eval. So pretty much free trade here, guys. Um, so right now we're only in it for 15 points or so. So we're able to get our average down to 97. I don't really know, man. I don't really even probably recommend trading this today. Honestly, this stuff has been very tough. We're not getting any good follow through today. It's the day before non-farm payroll. I brought this up a little bit before the stream started. I put it in the Discord. Like, today is really not a great day to be trading funded accounts. If you want to trade evals and trade small, I think that's fine, but I wouldn't be over leveraging. We are not getting follow through. We're getting big 20, 30 point wicks, like very tough price action that will just wreck your account so fast with some of these big old 5-minute wicks. You can see, look at these wicks we're having this morning. I mean, these are like 50, 60 point wicks, and you're on a mini. I mean, that's $1,000. Very easy to get wrecked today. You lost the eval, then made 1,700 on the new one. Nice. Is eval you allowed to make as much as you want on those, Nick? I think it really depends on what account you buy. How heavy did you go in to make $1,700? So we're in this for 20 bucks at the moment. I don't know. Maybe this is the dump. I don't know. We're making lower highs, so this could be our sell off here, guys. Like I said, very tough price action. Oh, you caught the 910 candle? Oh, okay. That's that. Oh, that big old candle to the upside. This is definitely a big old consolidation box. So if you're good at range, this is your bread and butter on the range. Oh, man, it's almost 11 o'clock, guys. We've been stuck here in this area since 10 o'clock. $11 o'clock. You're looking for a reversal? What size do you go in on your accounts, Nick? Oh, you went back to the eval zone. Okay. Oh, you can't trade on evals for 3 weeks. Dude, if I tried doing a mini on these little 25Ks, these things would just get wrecked left and right, man. It would just take one trade late. I would just get so wrecked. I wouldn't be able to have no drawdown. There's just no way. There's nothing worse than trying to be perfect in trading. That is so much stress to try to be perfect. To be perfect. Yeah, it takes time to get uh $3,000 on micros. Hopefully I got 4,000 next week. Is that in payouts 4,000? I think if I made more money, I'd probably be a little bit more aggressive, but I try to trade on a budget. I mean, that's the that's the key with some of the people you see making big money online. They may make, it's kind of like what you were saying back in March and April, where you were, spending $2,000 a month on evals, but you were making 4,000 in profit. A lot of people don't talk about that on the stream. On their streams. They just show you, oh, look at the payout I got. But they don't say, hey, I spent $2,000 to make $3,000. And that's all fine and dandy. That works. But the problem is, like you said, it's that one bad month or 1, 2 months where you don't make any money and you still drop $2,000. Yeah, 2 month drought. Yeah, so I didn't get a payout in May. That's because the market was super really tough in May, and plus I didn't trade funded accounts for one whole week out of May. Also, whenever I was out of town, because I don't usually trade my funded accounts when I'm not home. So I'm hoping this month we're close to about 2,000 in payouts. That's kind of where we're at for this month. We're $600, well, about $600 away on these two Lucif accounts, or actually about 575, and my Beulah Knox, we still need about 600 on it too. So if we can get those two this month to make 600 bucks a piece on those two accounts, that'd be 2,000 in payouts for us. But we haven't hardly spent no money on the Beulah Knox. Those are the same accounts that I've had forever. The only new accounts I got are these Lucif accounts. And even then, I mean, I haven't really had a lot of Lucif accounts either. Like, this is only my third and fourth funded account with Lucif. So we've only blown two funded since we started with them. We're about to that key level on the ES, guys. We break that key level on the ES. I mean, this is turning into almost a 100-point move here. We get above that 75, we're probably going to the highs here. I really need to try to take some profit out of this because I cannot get up 75 points and freaking not take any money out of this. So we'll at least grab 20. How about that? We'll at least lock in 20 points just in case. There's nothing worse being up like 70, 80 points. And this damn thing comes back and stop us out. Oh, you got long and broke the VWAP? Nice. At least you stayed patient, man. I was in this damn thing for an hour. I've been in this trade forever. Oh. Nice on the VWAP. That VWAP is on there for you, guy. I do watch it since it's there. I hate knowing stuff's on my chart, man, because I'm like, that VWAP's there. Let me not take that trade. Then it blasts the VWAP. But we have been bouncing off the VWAP over and over. We hit that VWAP like 5 or 6 times. So, kaboosh. Oh, guys, we are in the zone for the ES, guys. If ES holds here, we're probably coming back down. But if ES can get back above 75, we should. So this could be a short spot here on the ES. So we'll have to see. I know, man. It hit that 300 to 290 so many times. Look at us reject out of that spot. That was your ES short. This is why I kept telling you guys about that spot, guys. Like, if we don't get through that, it's coming back down. So, Nick, Methodical's doing a giveaway. I don't know how long it's going to stay active. Just exclamation MM. Like I said, we could have a big pullback here since we did not get through those. Anytime you see this on my ES charts, that means it's going to be a lot of resistance there. So for longs, if we can print above the 74, 75, man, we should be off to the races. I'm not sure. I wasn't listening what he said he was giving away. I don't think it's my funded futures, though. He said something about getting them to change something. Yeah, I'm about done for the morning. I got to get ready for my funded futures in 20 minutes. So, that is the, what, 50% pullback for the 4-hour candle. There's nothing wrong with closing, guys. We just hit the 100-point trade. So we're in this for 100 points. I'm trying to see if we get back above 400 here. I'm trying to wait and see what happens with the 75, 76 level here. Dude. All right, we're going to at least lock in a little bit. At least 50 points here, guys. Just in case. Go, 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 go. Did you stay in? You got long from 37, dude. That's a 100-point move off your freaking long off the VWAP, man. Oof. This thing just straight Hulk boner smashed. Oh, that's right. All right, I'm gonna at least lock in my 100 points, man. I ain't. Oh. Did we get the 150 points? 150 points is at 47. We hit that 47. That's a 150-point trade. Why can't this crap happen on my fundeds, man? Why does this gotta be on a stupid ass eval? Keep it up, boys. This thing's probably gonna come back down here. That's okay. All right, we're gonna take it to here. So we got locked in 120 points. I really wanted to try for 200 points and see if we can get those highs up there at 190, but decided not to. Give it up. I just see this thing coming back down hard. There it goes. A little bit more. Oh, oh, come on. Give me my last couple points. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more because we missed our damn. That's dirty. Come on. Dude, nice. It's gonna be a nice first day on this eval though, because we should be up about 350 to 400 bucks. Come on. We ain't asking for much here. Just 2 points and $2 million. All right, we'll at least lock in 130, dude. I ain't gonna sit here and be a stickler for 2 points up there. Because I know if it hits that 50 up there, it could come crashing down. All right, good deal. I still feel like we possibly left some on the table, but like I said, man, that's nice way to finish the stream. So we're about to have a new candle. I wanted to be out of that before that new 5-minute candle because we could have the pullback. I wanted to target all the way up at the previous day close and, see if we can also, we got these highs back up here at 550. So man, but that's okay. Nice. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And we will be on My Funded Futures in about 15 minutes if you guys want to join us over there. So, and we'll see what happens from over there. So, we're at the current day open. I would like to see a retest of the ES. It'd be nice if the ES can get another little retest of the 75, 76. This was definitely your long here once we broke out of this zone. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back this tonight also for the Asia session. Like I said, those are mainly. Yeah, sounds good, Nick. So we are green across all accounts today. So too bad we couldn't make that on a funded, but the fundeds did make about $150 total. They're still kind of staying together in the 400. So hopefully we only got to make about another 500 something bucks. So good day so far. All right. Thank you guys.